5 things I love and 5 things I hate about this 2022 Ram 2500 Cummins Diesel. This is the top of the line. This is the limited trim. So I guess specifically what I love and hate about this limited Ram 2500. Let's get into it, guys. First and foremost, the number one thing that I love is the rear air suspension in these trucks. Genius idea. And you know, I can't tell you how many GM trucks, Ford trucks, we put the airbags in the back of them, right? Because the airbags will essentially, when you hook up to a trailer, you get your squat, the airbags will raise the back of the truck up. And this truck from factory comes with it, and it's auto level rear air suspension. So when you hook up, it automatically levels you out. Freaking awesome, right? Awesome design. Love that they did it. And my biggest question is, why don't GM and Ford do it, right? Why is this not something that they're doing from factory? But love what Ram did with this. These trucks have, it's a 5-link rear suspension, and then the auto leveling rear air suspension or airbags, that's an extra option that on the limited trim this truck has. Number 2, guys, what I love about these trucks is, now this may sound stupid, but it is the height. So when you have these adjustable tow mirrors, the height that you're able to see, right? So when you're towing a tall trailer or camper, and I tow one, and I'll be honest, it's the biggest thing that you can't usually see out of a tow mirror is the top of your trailer. But these mirrors with that extra height, right? So that's just your normal. The extra height, you can flip up. Now all of a sudden you can see way up high on your trailer or your camper, which is freaking awesome because you're going down the road, those branches on the side of the road, the tree limbs, that type of thing, huge plus. So I love what Ram did there. We get into my hate section. These mirrors will also come up. So it is a love-hate thing, but I do love the fact that they give you that height. Because some of the other manufacturers don't have the same height on the mirror. Number 3, guys, is that this truck, the third thing I love, is that this Ram Cummins comes with a 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Not just diesel engine, but powertrain. So the whole powertrain is covered 5 years or 100,000 miles from original in-service date of the truck. For reference sake, General Motors and Ford only have a 5-year 60,000 mile on their powertrain warranties. They have a 5-year 100 on the diesel engine, but not the full powertrain. So love that Ram did that. The other thing is too, this is a 2022. You go to 2025 or 2026, Ram has a 10-year 100,000 mile powertrain on those trucks. So very impressive. Love that Ram did it. And to be honest with you, say what you will about Ram. It's not a truck I drive a ton, but if a manufacturer's willing to put a longer warranty on something, that means they're willing to die on the sword, right? They're willing to say, hey, we're standing behind what we're selling. We have confidence in our design. We want more customers to drive this truck. So love that they're doing that. That to me is, I don't know, it's one of the best signs really that you have a manufacturer that's standing behind quality, because guess what? If it breaks, it's going to cost them, right? So if they're not building a quality, engine, transmission, drivetrain, it's going to cost them 5 years, 100,000 miles. That's a long time. That's a lot of miles, right? So anyhow, love that they do that. Guys, let's get into the inside for the next 2 things. All right, so inside this Ram 2500 Limited, I'm going to jump in here so you guys can just shut this door. I want to start this thing up. The 4th thing that I love about these trucks is this freaking huge touchscreen. This is a 2022. General Motors, Ford, nobody has a screen this big or had a screen this big back in 2022. So this is honestly amazing. I love the layout of the screen. I love how all the control, it's very futuristic looking. Love what they did here. I mean, guys, this is literally like, this is your navigation. Like you have your power board, you have your bed lowering mode, right? So right now we're lowering the bed with that air suspension like I talked about that I love. But again, you have this massive touch screen. So love what they did there. And then guys, the last thing, the 5th thing is I love the interior, like luxury materials, right? So you got this, like, it's not I don't know if it's carbon fiber, but it's like a wood grain or a hard grain piece on the top of the steering wheel here. And I'll be honest, I'm a dummy when it comes to these Rams. I do not know what material this is, but it feels awesome, right? Like it feels like you're driving something luxury. You got this thing, you got like these are leather here, but this whole dash, right? You got some like a lot of leather, wood grain, metal, just the whole thing, the feel, the touch of this stuff is awesome. These seats, right? Full leather seats. You get this extra stitching in here for the Limited. You could get a Longhorn Limited, which would give you a completely brown interior. But all in all, and even like, this is funny, but those floor mats with the carpet insert, only in 2024 did General Motors come out with something like this in their luxury trim trucks. So Ram was ahead of the times with this design, right? Like just all of this, you know, the center console piece, like all of this is wood grain. So I love what they did here. And I mean, of course you got your heated cooled seats, heated steering wheel, the sunroof, the power slider rear window, but love what they did here with, you know, materials wise in this truck. And I know some guys, you know, as far as the fit and finish goes, there's guys that complain about that, but I'm talking just material wise, you know, even like, you know, door, you get just the special stitching, the leather, the wood grain. All in all, they did a great job with the look and the actual materials used here. So love what they did there. Now guys, let's get into the things that I hate about this truck. And the first thing I'm gonna start with, we're gonna jump around to the back of this truck. First thing, right, and I'm gonna flip this up so we can get a better view of this, but this hump in the back of this truck, I hate this, right? Like Ford or General Motors in these years, you did not have this. They have a completely flat floor, but like your storage is extremely limited. And so Ram, to combat that, what did they do? They came out with this goofy thing, right? Like, why not just throw more plastic and crap that can break down? But this is now your flat surface to slide stuff on, okay? But it's dumb because, you know, sure, you can put the seat down, but what does that give you? Nothing, right? Like, to me, this should be, and like in these Rams too, you can get a mega cab. They make the mega cab. But this is the regular crew cab, hump on the floor, limited storage. Do not like that design. They definitely need to change that. So anyhow, guys, that's number one. Number two, guys, is the price tag of this truck. This is way more expensive than a GMC Denali 2500, which was GM's top of the line truck in 2022. MSRP on this truck, the way it sits, was $92,230. That's the window sticker on this truck, straight off the sticker. This is the Limited, the top of the line Ram, but in 2022, this truck was $92,000. That's absurd. And I said about the GMC Denali 2500 in 2022, you know, similarly equipped truck, $86,000 was what a GMC Denali MSRP would have been. So $8 grand more for a Ram, that's insane to me. Or I should say, what is it, $6 grand, $7 grand more for a Ram. That's absurd. You know, that kind of goes into my next thing that I hate about these trucks, right? So not only do you have the highest price tag, you have the lowest horsepower and torque ratings out of any of the diesel, the big three, right? So Ram is the lowest horsepower and torque rating over a GM or a Ford. 370 horsepower, 850 pound-foot of torque. This truck sucks in horsepower torque numbers. And fuel economy doesn't get any better either. Fuel economy, actually, if you look at real ratings, they rate it about the same as a GM or as a Ford. But when you look at some of the guys that are posting their real world numbers, they actually get a little bit less than General Motors or Ford. A lot of money for this truck, the most money, but the least amount of horsepower and torque. Pretty lame. Pretty lame in that regard. It's also a 6-cylinder turbo. It's not an 8-cylinder turbo. The whole design of the engine, all that plays into the horsepower and torque numbers. And in this year, just so you guys know, because this is a 2500, you could get a 3500 with their high output motor and their Aisin transmissions. The 3500, you know, that high output motor gets you more horsepower and torque. But again, you couldn't get that in the 2500. Let's get to the fourth thing, right, is the payload on this truck. So because it has the rear air suspension and the 5-link coil rear end, the payload on this truck is also the worst in class. Payload on this truck, the way it sits, is 2,300 pounds. And the comparison, a Denali 2500 is like 3,600 pounds. So this thing is like 1,500 pounds less in payload because of that rear air suspension, because it adds the extra weight. And actually that is also because it has the Ram boxes, right? So you get these little Ram boxes, but guess what? Guess what it does? It adds weight to your truck, and that is why you have decreased payload. So again, just like some items that I'm like, man, why would you Like, sure, this truck rides nicer because it has an air suspension and the 5-link coil, but it's a 2500. Do you really need it to ride better? Aren't you using this truck to tow? You're using it to work. Because if you really cared about the ride and that's all you did, you just get a 1500. Anyhow, to me, really lacking in those payload numbers. Don't like it. The last thing, and this goes back to these tow mirrors. Because of how they have these mirrors designed, and what I said I loved about them is that you can flip them up. You have the extra height for your camper. I do love that. However, think about this. When you're sitting in your truck and you have your mirrors adjusted for you, well, you have to adjust your mirrors, right, in this setting, in this standard setting. Well, when you flip up your mirror, you have to readjust your mirror again. You have to readjust all the settings of your mirror to optimize it for towing. And sure, is it a big deal? You know, I'm sure all the Ram guys out there can be like, nah, it's not a big deal. I haven't figured out, whatever. But for a $92,000 truck, that's stupid. This truck commands a very high price tag, and it should have the best options. Really, it should have the best in class as far as everything goes. It has the highest price tag. But that to me is a really dumb thing. You have to adjust your mirror twice, depending on if you're towing or not. It's stupid, right? GM, you don't have to do that. Ford, you don't have to do that. Yeah, sure, I like the extra height, but why not just make the mirror, you know, they need to figure something else out. And I think they did. So the newer trucks, they did change up mirror design, but I believe it's still very similar to this. It's not actually that much different. So anyhow, guys, the 5 things I love and 5 things I hate about this 2022 Ram 2500 Limited Cummins Diesel. Be sure to hit subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.